Welcome back to Audit ABCs with Jess. Today, we're focusing on the firm independence working paper in Draftworx, which forms part of the engagement and team setup planning phase. This section is all about identifying and documenting anything that could threaten our firm's independence and confirming that we meet the profession's ethical requirements before starting an engagement. If you watched my previous screen recording on acceptance and continuation of engagement, look for the link in the description below, you'll remember that confirming independence was one of the critical line items you needed to address before concluding on that working paper. In this video, we're going to take that independence step deeper, going through each field in the Draftworx template, why it's there, and what you should consider before ticking those boxes.
Independence is the foundation of our credibility as auditors. It's not enough for us to feel independent. We must also prove it and be able to demonstrate it to regulators, reviewers, and the public. The main purpose of this working paper ensures we've checked every possible threat to independence and either eliminated it, reduced it to an acceptable level, or decided not to take on the engagement. Okay, so as mentioned in my previous videos, I'm using the Draftworx working paper for this demonstration. I use Draftworx for both financial statements and audit working papers, so I know it well. Even if you're using different software, the questions and purpose are basically the same. To locate the working paper in Draftworx, open your client, go to Working Papers, then Engagement and Team Setup. This is the first part of the planning phase. You will see that there are a lot of working papers in this section, but today we're focusing on firm independence. As previously explained in my previous videos, documentation is everything, and the top part is very important in every working paper. So make sure you refer to my previous video if you are not sure what is expected. Okay, let's start.
The working paper is basically divided into 3 sections, of which the first is prohibitions precluding the firm from performing the engagement. After considering the prohibition, we answered the core question in Section 2, is there anything that makes it impossible for us to do this job independently? Then, lastly, in Section 3, you document. If the answer is yes, you must document the reason. For example, the firm has a direct financial interest in the client, and record the actions taken, for example, disposing of the interest, removing conflicted team members. The template lists specific threats based on the IESBA Code of Ethics. Let's go through them. Number 1, financial interests in a client. So if your firm partners own shares in the client company, this matters because even small holdings can impair independence in appearance and in fact. Number 2, loans and guarantees. Like if your client has loaned the firm money or vice versa, these create dependency and could influence judgment. Number 3, close business relationships, like joint ventures, shared investments, or commercial ties. This could make it harder to remain objective. Number 4, family and personal relationships, like if your audit partner's spouse works as the client's CFO. These relationships risk bias or the appearance of bias. Number 5, future or recent employment, like if your engagement partner has just joined from the client's finance team. This could influence how evidence is interpreted. Number 6, serving as officer, director, or company secretary. Taking management positions destroys independence. This is completely prohibited. Number 7, provision of non-assurance services. These services, such as corporate finance, dispute resolution legal work, these can create advocacy or self-review threats. Number 8, management functions. For example, you, as audit firm, running parts of the business on behalf of management is not allowed. Number 9, making journal entries without management approval. This is a risk for crossing into management responsibility territory. Number 10, acceptance of gifts or hospitality. Let's be honest, anything beyond clearly insignificant could appear to influence judgment. Number 11, fee quote considerably less than market price. Obviously, this could create self-interest threats if profit depends on cutting audit quality. Number 12, provision of legal services. If these services are related to the engagement, this can create advocacy threats. Number 13. Preparation of source documentation by the audit firm directly compromises objectivity when reviewing later. Number 14. Corporate finance services. This is a common one that often involves advocating for the client, which breaches independence. Right. Let's look at the action columns. For each prohibition that you considered, you need to record yes or no, which indicates whether a threat exists. If a threat exists, document actions taken to remove or mitigate it. If safeguards is applied, describe them clearly. For example, if a staff member of the audit team owns shares in the client, the safeguard could be removing them from the engagement team. Remember, safeguards should directly address the cause of the threat. Test your safeguard for adequacy. Ask yourself, does it completely remove the threat, or at least reduce it to a level where an objective, informed third party would say independence is not compromised? Does it apply consistently throughout the engagement, not just at acceptance? Is it practical and enforceable given your resources? If you can't confidently answer yes to all three, it's not sufficient.
Action 3 and 4 relates to the certification of independence. Here, the engagement partner formally certifies that the firm is and can be seen to be independent with respect to the client. This signed statement in Action 3 is crucial. It's your formal declaration that all threats have been considered and addressed before work begins. But independence isn't a tick once and forget it exercise. Threats can arise during the engagement. So, Action 4 is about signing off again after the engagement to confirm that independence was maintained throughout.
Firm independence isn't just about following rules. It's about protecting the trust in our work. By completing this section thoroughly, we safeguard the integrity of the engagement and ensure compliance with the IESBA Code of Ethics. If you'd like to see where this working paper is needed in your acceptance of the client engagement consideration, check the link in the description. And remember, subscribe to Audit ABCs with Jess so you don't miss my upcoming working paper walkthroughs.